Imagine a university where students provide feedback eagerly and frequently on their learning experience, and where lecturers are receptive towards this feedback and actually addresses it in their classrooms. And imagine a university where somebody has access to all of this student feedback data and uses it on an institutional level to understand teaching and learning. If module evaluations are done right, this can be achieved. Module evaluations are the questionnaires that students are asked to complete at the end of the module to provide feedback on their experiences of the module. But how does one go about in developing a system for module evaluations at an institution such as the University of the Free State? Well, I started by gathering information or data from the primary stakeholders in the module evaluation process. They are the students, the lecturers, and the administrators using the data on a faculty level, the teaching and learning managers. By analysing more than 25,000 student responses of completed module evaluation questionnaires, gathered over a period of 2 years, 47 interviews, including participants of all three stakeholder groups, and 6 student focus groups, I was in a position to understand the experiences of the module evaluation stakeholders. But understanding is just the first part. Systems thinking, of which the central premise is that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and where it's important to understand that change in one part of the system influences other parts of the system, was used as a theoretical framework of this study. By applying systems thinking principles to the experiences of the stakeholders, I was able to provide guidelines for a more effective module evaluation system. We cannot continue asking students to complete an endless amount of surveys on their experiences if we do not actually make an attempt to understand it. Our lecturers cannot listen if students do not provide feedback for them to listen to. And institutional trends do not mean anything if it's based on insufficient response rates, or in the case of module evaluations, if it's not also used on a classroom level by lecturers. You see, for module evaluations to be effective, the entire system needs to work. But why should we care? I know why I care. I care because I spent a considerable amount of time on this, and caring was an inevitable outcome. But why should anybody else care? Because module evaluations is a measure of quality of the institution. And quality, and an institution should be accountable for the quality of its teaching and learning. Because if module evaluations are done right, it can be a tool used for growth, a tool used to see module evaluation, to see classrooms through a different lens, and to understand teaching and learning from a different perspective. Thank you.